What's up, everyone? I'm your host, Alima P. Please join me for the latest update of positive continent news. I'm happy that you're here. I just want to give a disclaimer that this past week it has been a little bit more difficult than usual to find positive news on the continent. There's so much negative news out there. I definitely want to focus on the positive news and keep things in balance because we do have to live in reality. There are people that have jobs, that have cars, and that are working on the continent, just like all the other ones, just to give a disclaimer. So the latest story is coming out of Kampala, Uganda. There is a non-for-profit organization called Ata Breast Milk Community. This organization centers around giving donor breast milk at that, to mothers and babies that need it for various reasons. Mommy might not be able to produce breast milk at all or in the beginning after giving birth. These reasons can include having a C-section, the baby being born premature, the baby not being able to latch onto mommy's breast, etc. If this is over your head, that's fine. I am a practicing doula or doula in training, so this is lingo that mommies and doulas and people are familiar with. So that's okay if you don't get it right now. At the end of the day, the issue is that babies are not getting the breast milk, which they essentially need to develop. More strengthening what we already know, what we all pretty much know through research and even knew before that breast is best, unless mommy physically cannot do so or there's some psychological or mental issues that mommy can't. Breast has the ultimate nutrients that will help the baby develop, which is what this organization is doing. It was founded by a mommy who unfortunately lost a child because she herself was not able to create breast milk at the time, and there were no other options. So the baby passed away, and sadly enough, she was able to produce breast milk after the baby had already passed. So she didn't want other women to go through that. She turned her pain into power. Now they have a more perfected method in which the system is kind of more anonymous, where mommies who are producing breast milk are able to produce extra to donate to these women and babies that need it. And they have a sterile method in which they do it. They pump it into a container or plastic bag and freeze it. Just like here in the West, they do testing because breast milk is a bodily fluid, so they have to test it for the different hepatitises and also HIV/AIDS before that milk can be given to the baby to consume. A lot of babies have thrived off of this breast milk. It's kind of like doing wet nursing over again. This is what we were doing before colonization was wet nursing. If you were pregnant and you gave birth and you couldn't produce breast milk, then your sister or somebody else could produce it, or there was a method to make a once lactating mother relactate to be able to feed that baby. So we kind of lost touch with ourselves, but we're getting back there. If you are interested, I am including the link, or I can say URL, website address, any one of those names here. If you want to check out the website, if you live in Uganda and you need those services, or you need someone who is in need of those services, if you want to work there, if you want to volunteer, if you plan on moving to Uganda, if you anything over there, I'm going to leave that information. And I think this is just wonderful to help these babies thrive and grow, because this is unnecessary, for them to pass away because mommy can't produce milk. This is community giving, right? Community sharing in a way. And it also proves once again that breast is best. So thank you for this update. I would like to let you know that I do share this on YouTube once again, and I also have another channel called Colorism Chronicles. On that channel, it's more audio-based. If it's a triggering topic, you prepare to be triggered, because I definitely am talking about like my personal experience with colorism, and it's a voice that needs to be heard. It's stories that need to be heard. Until next time, folks.